All right, this is Marisha. See you at the wedding school, absolutely live, Friday evening. I have just come in a little late from my usual time of 5 p.m. Apologies for that. That's not the way I am. Usually, no matter what, I'm always there, 2 minutes prior to my scheduled time. But something just popped up last minute. No regrets about coming late, because this was something truly I was very happy to be a part of, and I can only congratulate the wedding fraternity for being so beautifully connected to each other. And Rituraj sir is already spoken what I was just implying. Har din shubh hai. Yes sir, absolutely. Har din shubh hai, and that really needs to be the mantra. Great initiative by some of the stalwarts of our industry who have actually put this entire thought process into motion. And now we, as part of the wedding industry, in whatever capacity, are now going to pledge to make sure that it becomes a new way of thinking. Vijay Arora has already mentioned this on my Facebook. Thank you, Vijay. Thank you for inviting me. I was absolutely happy, and I will consider myself very blessed that you all made me a part of this initiative and allowed me to conduct the proceedings. So that was in fact the reason, guys, that I've come in a little late, but I think truly I've given my time to the right initiative. I've given my time to a beautiful thought that's going to break the shackles of how we have been nurtured to think and believe, and a beautiful thought that is going to bring in lots and lots of good times and happy din for all of us. So I'm going to actually start off. I know today my topic is virtual celebrations and talking about virtual experiences, but I'm just going to take a minute to talk about actually Har din shubh hai, because that's literally on my mind right now. And I can't even imagine that just 2 months back, when I was attending one of the sessions on Wed Nation, and I remember it was, I think, a session which was conducted where they were discussing about where's the industry headed and what is it that we can do. And a simple thought that came out of there, when it was mentioned that nobody actually decides when they come on earth and when they leave Mother Earth. So why should we be hell-bent on getting married on a certain date? And what a beautiful thought, and what a beautiful term to coin up, Har din shubh hai. Could not have been more direct, more simple, more emotional, and more real than Har din shubh hai. So everyone from the wedding fraternity who is listening to me, every one of my students, ex-students, my TWS tribe, my current students, I really want you to understand this initiative and truly give in your very best and make sure that this really becomes a terminology that we all end up referring to, and a way of greeting, like we were just talking in the meet, that we all end up doing. I'm sure there are going to be heavy duty people such as Rituraj sir who are going to play a very important role in actually pushing for this to become the new way of life. I have Amitesh also joining me on Facebook. Hi Amitesh. Absolutely, hashtag Har din shubh hai. I think Amitesh is an influencer by himself, not just restricted to Jaipur, but all of Rajasthan and all of India. I think one of the most positive and adorable people to have around. There's just so much of joy when you're talking to him or when you're around him. Any kind of stress that is in your head, he just makes it vanish just with that lovely smile on his face. And Amitesh, trust me, because of the legacy that you carry, you are really going to be playing a very important role in bringing about this sense of belief in clienteles, because you interact with them as much as us. And I am sure that there is going to be that huge expectation that Vijay, Rajiv, and everyone's going to have from you as well, in order to make sure that Har din shubh hai reaches every household. There's a beautiful track that they have actually created for this, and I'm waiting for the 29th of this month when they will be launching it. But I am so impressed that they've actually got like Shankar Mahadevan to create a track, and the lyrics are amazing. I've had the fine chance to get a little feel of it. I think the lyrics are as real as they can get, and the tune is as catchy as it can get, and it's got a very nice shadi feel to it, and it's a celebration. And yes, damn right, every day is a special day. I think the fact that we are all still alive, we are fine, you know, that itself should make us understand that genuinely har din shubh hai. Every day counts, guys, and this is just going to be a new beginning altogether. So Lloyd is also saying true that, absolutely, Lloyd, and I'm hoping that we're all going to keep talking about this and ensuring that Har Din Shubh Hai really becomes the new mantra. Binny is here. Agreed, Har Din Shubh Hai na. Binny, in your and my business, I think it's going to be so very important, and we all know which Binny I'm talking about. The guy who just doesn't see the Shubh Din Funda. He's very clear. He's come to a party. His job is to get everyone drunk. So, Binny, you play a huge role in what a lot of our clients term as party bahut achhi thi. So guys, when you're working on themes and concepts and all of that, there are some people who, with their charisma, with their talent, and with just their presence, make sure that they add magic to your parties. Binny is exactly that. I'm so happy Binny is coming this weekend to the wedding school to take a session. My ex-students have always loved this session. Binny, every year you have also allowed us to enter your space where you made cocktails and allowed us to experience what it's like and how you do the magic. This year, of course, you're going to be coming on Zoom, but post this lockdown and semi-lockdown or whatever phase people may call it, I'm very sure I'm coming there with my students as well. So Dharini is writing in hashtag Har Din Shubh Hai, hashtag the wedding school, hashtag the wedding chance. Absolutely. Dharini, I am sure, again, just like Amitesh and many others, you are one person who brings magic to that most special moment. And I think you have experienced this more than anyone else. कि कभी-कभी clients कितने ज़्यादा particular हो जाते हैं when the Pandit has told them about that one particular timing, like, you know, 6:47 in the evening, you have to sing that Hast Melap. Come what may, that song has to come alive. Of course, unfortunately, you and me both have experiences that marriages don't last only because you exchange garlands at that one particular moment. They actually last because of a lot of other reasons. Trust, love, mutual respect. There is so much more to it. You and Bhavik are the biggest example of that. But Dharini, I'm going to urge you as well to talk about this, because you are in touch with clients and you get called to sing songs and create the kind of aura that you do at that most magical moment. So we're going to urge you as well to keep talking about Har Din Shubh Hai. This is, of course, what looks as a gain and a win-win for the entire fraternity, be it artists or vendors or planners. But the larger picture is, I am looking forward to it because I feel it will change a lot of traditional thinking, which not necessarily is still valid and true here. Preeti Katpal is sending a hi. Hi Preeti, big hug to you, and one of the most adorable anchors that I've worked with. And you know, I think even on a bad day, I think Preeti is just going to keep smiling. That's just her. So Preeti, I'm glad you're with me here, and I hope you're doing well and busy as always. Rituraj sir is writing, no Tuesdays for Binny. Yeah, absolutely. I wish that would come true. A big wave to everyone else who is here on Instagram, and you know, big hello to everyone on Facebook as well. Oh God, it is such exciting times. And I really love the fact that the industry is so connected that, they've come up with something that's going to benefit all. They've come up with something that's going to matter to all. And I think that's really the way forward. We can't just be thinking of our professional goals at all times. There has to be a larger picture. There has to be a larger purpose to our existence. And it's opportunities such as this that one should grab, initiatives such as this that one should jump out and leap out and become a part of, because that is life, guys. If you made a difference, then this is the kind of difference that you want should matter. What we achieve in our personal space, great, kudos to us, but definitely it is this that will actually eventually give us the thrill. Angelika is writing, hi Marisha, heart back to you. How are you doing? And are you doing any bit of theater or any bit of, anything crazy in this lockdown? Please write to me, Angelika. So Angelika and me met in very weird circumstances at Prithvi Theatre. This I'm talking about, I think easy 17, 18 years back. And we both were part of Satyadev Dubey's Monday free workshops, free. So you're getting trained for free. I mean, exactly where the world has come today, isn't it? Most of the webinars that you guys attend are for free. So free knowledge was always available. It's just that we used to travel for an hour to get that free workshop of 2 hours. And now you're getting it right there in front of your screen, on your face, thrown at you. And then, of course, we met, I think, 2 years back for a Wedding Sutra event where Parthiv had invited her and me to be a part of a panel discussion. And we suddenly connected again after so many years, but it was so wonderful. And we've been in touch thereon. So yeah, social media does do wonders. DNC John is writing, where is your wedding school? My wedding school is right here on your screen as of this year. But otherwise, we are based out of Mumbai. And we truly reach out to students and aspirants who want to make a career in weddings. And this year we focused on students who are studying remotely, those who have decided to not stop their journey and to not allow any excuse and have gone ahead and taken up a live online course or hybrid courses and are studying to become effective contributors to the wedding industry. I love my industry. Venkat is writing, Madam, how are you? I am doing really good, Venkat. Angelika is writing, I'm doing good. Now finalist for Mrs. West India Empress of the Nation. Angelika, could you write back? What is this? This is so fancy and absolutely inspiring. Finalist for Mrs. West India Empress of the Nation. I'd love to hear more about this. And please tell us, is it going to come on any of the channels or is it coming on any of these portals? And I would love to watch you win this, girl. Okay, so yeah, today's topic, which I decided to talk on, virtual events, experiences, something that's been a wonderful learning for a lot of us. It's a new space to be in, guys. There are lots of things that you can immediately work on, for which you don't need to wait for a day when somebody will actually give you business. These are things that you could actually work on in your free time now, when there is not much work that a lot of us may not be blessed with. So I think it's really interesting to basically figure out the beautiful amalgamation that you can put together with this wonderful opportunity called virtual events. I know a lot of us look at virtual events as look down upon it, to be frank. And it reminds me of a time when I used to anchor corporate shows, and I had so many companies who used to look down upon weddings when they used to, be in the business of event management for corporate shows. And it's unbelievable how they all had to come around and eventually work on weddings and understood that it is money, it is an equal amount of respect and prestige. Virtual events today is treated like that a baby that you not planned, so that unplanned baby does not really make you smile, but you have to warm up, because guess what, this is your baby. Okay, so if you're going to genuinely accept this fact that it is probably that accidental baby, but now that the baby is here, kudos, just make the most of it. And how are you going to do that? You're going to do that by understanding and looking at the virtual space, which is beyond life space, and treat that laptop or the screen of yours just like a television. So when you start treating it like a TV set, you are then going to start creating interesting content where you got to imagine that you're not a wedding planner anymore. You are actually the producer of a television show. And a lot of us who have some kind of experience in television, I can bet my life we stand to have a bigger advantage. And I'm saying this out of my own experience of having worked on several TV shows as an actor, as an anchor. And I remember, so we recently started working on a very interesting event. I don't want to even call it a project. It's amazing families and an amazing experience of how much a client can trust us with our sensibilities, and they go with it. But I think I had done this show for Zee TV, which was, I think, in last decade, where I had to do a live show every Sunday, which was called Zee Housey. And we used to be in the studio. We used to come do a tech earlier, and we used to go live on a Sunday morning, and we used to play Housey with the nation. All right. And it was a crazy experience. I had a shift of 3 anchors with me, but I was constant. So clearly I was probably better than all of them. So of course, back then television always treated a pretty girl as the eye candy. So place her there, make her wear a short skirt and keep her pretty. And I had taken great offense to it. And every time I used to fight my way through, and I used to get lines added to the script by sheerly working hard, by making friends. And I don't think there's anything wrong in networking, okay? But I did enough to do a good job so that they kept increasing my lines with every passing episode. So my first anchor for this was Javed Jafri. And then we had Aman Verma. And later there was Sajid Khan. Of course, the minute Sajid Khan came in, I was very happy to make a quick exit, because I was not in any condition. I was blessed to have my family support, and I did not have to be in an unhealthy, upsetting environment. So it was very clear that I knew that this is probably going to be the end. But I enjoyed that journey. And I remember, I forgot the name of the agency that was working on it, but I remember my director, Vasant, he was so amazing. So we used to conduct Housey live. Now imagine you have numbers that are getting churned out, and people have to message you instantly when they're getting a first line, second line, third line. And I'm talking about playing Housey with crores of people, right? So that experience has definitely added to the fact that I have not made an error when it comes to designing or executing the virtual event space that we are now exploring. It is unbelievable how the live space and your televised show experience needs to get merged. It is crazy how you need to appeal to people in a new format. They want the same magic of television, and they are not ready to believe that it is going live. So at one hand, they want a reaction, they want their reaction to be acknowledged. At the same time, they want the precision of a televised show, which is edited. So it's crazy, but I think if you have an experience of theater or doing live work or television work, and a mixture of all this truly becomes a huge advantage for you to be able to anticipate what exactly is expected out of you during directing a virtual event. Angelica has written, doing a beauty pageant, totally inspired by you. Liar. I think I'm inspired by you. Contest is happening in Pune. Oh, Diva pageants. Wow. This is so cool. I think Angelika, please write back to us date, and I'm sure going to make sure we are all watching you. And good luck to you. But I'm just wondering, are you guys going to have that mask on and walk? How is the jury going to figure out your beautiful face and all of that? Or is it a virtual ramp walk, a virtual event that you're going to be a part of? So that's going to be interesting. I mean, just imagine doing this, virtually, beauty contest virtually, now presented to you. Mangesh is writing, hello, Mangesh. So, Bhavik is writing, best couple I know, Mr. and Mrs. Kale. Thank you. If we are your favorite, I am happy, Bhavik. But yes, I will say, not that Hemant is watching me live, but I will definitely say that he's a wonderful partner to have, and he definitely has been a big support to me and allow me to be my crazy self. Rohan Sharma is writing, hello ma'am, you rock everywhere. Yo. I'm saying yo because I've just finished Breaking Bad finally, and I think Breaking Bad has turned me almost bad and insane. But I love the character of Jesse, and I'm missing him, as if I was living a life with Jesse. That's how that show made me feel. Now only recently did I realize that it's almost 7-8 years old show. But for those of you who've not watched it, please watch it on Netflix. It's absolutely frightening and overwhelming an experience, but so much of depth in each character that has been etched out. I don't know, it's another spin altogether. So that yo is for Rohan from Jesse and me. Bhavik is writing, the wedding school rocks. Thank you, Bhavik. And it'll be so cool. I'm sure that I'd want to know your views on the song of Har Din Shubh Hai, considering that you and Dharini have a wonderful background when it comes to music and lyrics. Okay, so yes, so like I was saying, I'm coming back to my topic of virtual. Your experience, if you have any in the field of television, definitely comes absolutely handy to you. That is why I have always believed in one fact, which I really think I have by far managed in my organization as well, that every person should get an opportunity in every kind of role, even if you don't want to do it. Because guys, today you will not realize this, and especially today's generation just doesn't realize that specializing in one is great, no complaints, but experience everything before you decide to specialize in one, because you never know when these small experiences will come handy to you in your life ahead. So whether it was my time in theater or as a model or doing a live show as an anchor, and I remember I'd done sports-based shows. That again became a very interesting learning for virtual events, where you don't get time to tabulate the result. The result is just out there. So I used to do car racing shows and dirt bike shows for Star Sports. And it's insane because some anchor is speaking out the result in one corner of that huge ground. And I used to take a morning 5 o'clock flight, get ready in flight and be ready for 7 o'clock, doing an opening because the light is right at that time, and get ready for that 7 o'clock shoot, instantly land and be there at the venue or at the ground, and then 9 o'clock the race. Then you have to close and take the flight back, because guess what? They didn't have budgets to host me in a hotel. So it's crazy experiences, but that has helped me keep my calm and have a presence of mind when it comes to the fact that the results may not reach you on time, or you're losing the light, but you got to have a result in hand for you to be able to do your closing. So I used to smartly, and I used to script those shows myself. So, making the content interesting again has been something that I have been able to put to good use in virtual events. So, it's really time, and I have been only speaking about this over and over again. Lockdown was the best period for each of us to learn new things. It was a great time to recap on what we already knew and put it to use. So virtual will give you that space provided you're ready to work hard on your content, on your timing. It's going to be a cool space to venture into because I don't think it's going anywhere. The experience that you give a client or the guest will stay with them for a lifetime. It is not as vague as a TV serial, and it is as real as it can get. So you have your reality show feel, you have the drama of a TV serial, and you actually end up putting all of this together and yet making the guests feel like they are enjoying a show in a banquet space or in an open venue. So look out for what of each of these mediums would you like to firstly pen down, bring it all together, and then try to create your own content. This is not necessarily, guys, for all wedding planners, and this is actually more or less for the young minds, the people of tomorrow who are going to be creators. So, and I keep telling this to my students as well at the wedding school, that don't give me what I already know. The idea of even starting the school was that I wanted to create a bunch of generation next who's going to think better than me, fresher than me, different from me. And therefore, that's the only way we will all evolve, right? If we didn't have a Mark Zuckerberg in our life, we would not be talking here, isn't it? So you could become that. So aim for that. Become that person who brings in a new trend rather than doing the job which I am already doing and trying to just perfect it. Great, perfect it, but think of something new. So the new generation, my final point I'm going to make here is to the new generation. You and myself, we are equally experienced as far as virtual space goes. So I may be in this industry for 2 decades, but the fact of life is that I'm only as experienced as a newbie when it comes to exploring and executing a virtual event. So be a quick learner, because you can actually be at par or you can cross somebody's level and benchmark because you have the fire in you to do it right. So get your focus right, understand it's a new industry and that you're getting an opportunity for it, and just go all out. Don't wait for someone to train you in this. You can do it yourself, but you need to read a lot, you need to observe a lot, and put it to good use. Angelica is writing, you always spoke so well. Thank you so very much. Mitali is writing, it's exciting to watch you. Thank you, Mitali. And I don't know what to say. I'm usually a little awkward to react to a compliment. But thank you. I don't know. I just feel like sharing all of this, guys, because I really don't think keeping an experience or keeping a new learning to yourself is of any use. The more you share, the better everyone gets at what they do. And it's always a win-win for any client, even if he's not mine. So, learnings actually only just bring all of us in a more positive space. And I think sharing is all that is required to keep the human touch going in spite of the gadget environment that we are all overexposed to. So the only way you can keep that emotional side alive is by being generous, being as giving as possible, and having faith in the Almighty that you're going to be good, you're going to be fine, you're going to be doing it right. Just your karma right now is to share, so be it. Kainaz is here. Hi Kainaz, lots of love to you. We do miss you a lot, especially some of us who've known you from good old times. I hope you're doing well, and I hope your exams are finally all over. All right, so that is it from my side. There is so much that I have to rush off to. So thank you guys for joining me on live on Facebook and Instagram through the Wedding School page. This is Marisha signing off. Just wanting to tell you, keep the content going. That's your only future. And as far as the future of the industry goes, har din shubh hai. Let's celebrate each day and let's spread positive vibes. Thank you. See you. Have a lovely weekend. I will see you next Friday.